that might have been small, but it took a long time to make. Mainly because Flash was giving me so much problems. Well anyway, I think it's about time I made another update for Adventures in Equestria. It's been a long time. This time I'm going to make an update for a section of the game that I only mentioned on the what's it called? The page I have for it on mlpfanart.wiki. On the wiki page, if you actually go onto it, you'll see a section for garrisons. Now, if you play World of Warcraft, then you probably know what I'm talking about. These garrisons are going to be based similarly to the garrisons that are in World of Warcraft War of Draenor. In fact, that's where the idea came from, of course. So in these, you're going to be able to recruit followers and make profession buildings, create armor, potions, and all that to help you in battle. And you can even invite followers to fight alongside you. And because of the fact that I have followers now, there aren't going to be any optional party members anymore. Because the followers are replacing them. But unlike before with the optional characters, you can only have one follower with you. So then you can't just fill your party up with optional characters like Doctor Who's, Final, and everyone like that. I had planned for there to be follower missions similar to Warlords of Draenor, but it's still in testing. I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to be able to do it. But so far right now, it might be a possibility. But it will require lots of manipulation with all the codes and everything in this an RPG maker. The follower limit is also going to be increased then from Warlords of Draenor. Originally that was going to be 20 just like in World of Warcraft, but there's actually going to be a lot more followers than World of Warcraft has, so I'm going to increase the follower limit from 20 to 30, because it's going to be at least twice as many. Next, you will be able to increase your garrison's level to make it even bigger and allow you to build more buildings. But this is handled similarly to how World of Warcraft does it. It depends on your level, or if you pass a certain part in the story. Right now, there's only 3 levels for your garrison. And also there was a complication before. I kind of upgraded my computer up to Windows 8.1, and I kind of lost the file for version 3 of the game. Is it just me, or does my computer just not want me to make this game? First it corrupts the first version so I can't open it anymore, then the second version just turns out to be really bad compared to the first one, and now the third one, I lose it because when I upgraded the computer, it deleted all my files and program files, even though the installation clearly stated that it will not get rid of anything in program files, but it still did. And don't tell me to check windows.old, because there is no such file for whatever reason. So then once again I have to start from scratch. But then again, version 3 didn't really have that much in it yet, just that Jarvis cameo, which I'll have to remake again. Speaking of cameos, there's going to be quite a lot of them. So you already know about the Jarvis one from Super Lesbian Horse RPG. But there's also going to be one for the Doctor, Derpy, and TikTok from Doctor Who's an Assistant. But this is going to be more than just a cameo. You're going to be given a choice for which one of the 3 you want to become a follower. Either Doctor, Derpy, or TikTok, but you will have to choose carefully. In the game, you will only be able to choose one, and you will not get a second choice. ever. But you don't have to worry about not being able to see them again. The ones you don't choose will be NPCs you can interact with in your garrison. Like, for example, if you um, choose the Doctor, then Derpy and TikTok won't be playable at all, but they will appear in your garrison and you'll be able to talk to them. But depending on which ones you choose, will also give you more stuff to do in your garrison or less stuff. Because certain followers will have optional stuff for you to do um, if you don't choose them to be a follower. These ones mostly happen if you have multiple choices for which one you want to be your follower, but you only get to choose one of them. So for this one, say if you didn't choose the Doctor and you chose either Derpy or TikTok, the Doctor will appear in your garrison as an interactable NPC, but he will also have quests for you to do, which will award you money, experience, or reputation. And yes, there will be reputation in this game. Um, I think the doctors will probably only give you money because um, these missions will mostly require you to get uh, parts from Dr. Eggman's robots and give them to him. So that'll probably be a bit too easy to get experience if you just grind it off of them, but it'll be decent enough to get a bit of money. So yeah, there will be a lot to do in this game. And there's probably one other part I should probably talk about that doesn't have to do with the garrisons, but probably did confuse some people who read this part. That there's going to be multiple timelines. What I mean is that this game is technically 4 games in one. So when you beat the first game, like you get to the end boss, you'll get the choice to either go on to the second game, or you can go back to before you beat the final boss and complete any content you haven't completed yet in this timeline. So if you do, but even if you do go into the second game, and then the third, and then the fourth, and whatever, at some point in that timeline, you will be able to go back to previous games with your old save and complete any other content you haven't completed, as well as get any legendary equipment and all that that you haven't obtained yet. And yes, there are going to be legendary equipment as well. Anyway, and you'll be able to go back and forth between the timelines, just in case you want yeah, you missed anything, or if you just want to go back to your old garrison. Because you will have a different garrison in each timeline. I think I'll also make it that you'll have a different list of followers as well, probably. Yeah, so this game's going to be really long, since each timeline is as long as one average Final Fantasy game would be. Yeah, so pretty long. Pretty much times Final Fantasy 4 or 6 by 4 times, probably. So then, is there anything else to talk about at the moment? Nah, probably not. Well, I'll probably leave the link for the wiki in the description, because there are quite a few things that will be updated on here that I will not be updating to YouTube immediately. Mainly because when I update the progress on YouTube, I'll have to show the progress on the game as well. So it'll take longer to actually get that out than to actually write on the wiki. And on the wiki, you'll also see the characters that I'm currently looking for voice actors for. If you go down to the characters and cast list, there'll be playable characters separated with ponies and Mobians, as well as possible followers split with ponies and Mobians. So then, if they have a voice actor already, then they'll have voiced by, and then the name of the person who's voicing them already, but only my OC does at the moment. So then, yeah, that's probably all I need to talk about. Oh yeah, I probably need to mention that this game does take place before Magical Mystery Cure. Actually, just before it. But, of course, it's in an alternate universe, and the events in Magical Mystery Cure are pushed severely back to like years later. So then the magical mystery cure doesn't happen until just after the fourth game. So pretty much right after the game finishes. Um, and you'll see that why uh well pretty much why she's not an Alicorn yet. Well, Twilight's not an Alicorn throughout the entire time, even though by the time you get to the fourth game, it'll be like 4 years after Magical Mystery Cure is supposed to happen. So then, yeah, that's probably all I need to talk about at the moment. At least I think that was when Magical Mystery Cure was supposed to take place in this universe. I'll get around to that whenever it comes around. Anyway, that is all I need to talk about at the moment. I'll see you all next time.